Hey everybody, so this one comes from a viewer named Earthling. He asked a while back, and I told him I'd try to make a video for it as soon as possible. This is as soon as possible. How would I handle having, like, he wants to do like a Pink Floyd-esque where it fades out of one song, goes into another song. How would I handle that? Now that's not something I generally have, because I don't generally do those kind of mixes. I don't generally do those the opera style songs. So he asked, well, how would I handle it? So I got two different ways I would do it. Now, first thing I would do, no matter what, let's switch over to the video, to the close-up. All right, so here's close-up of the screen. First thing I would do is I'd set up marks. You can just see them. They're the little dark green dots. So that way, like this is, now I'm using the one concert I did. So this is the first song. Okay. And then I have a mark for the end of the song. So that way if I want to just do that one, I can cut it there. Then this is the second song, mark 3. And then I have a mark for the end of the song. Now, you have two ways of doing it. I'm going to show you the first way is to simply go to the first mark, set it as your in, go to the second mark, set it as your out. So now you've picked a section of the song you're going to use, or of the music you're going to use, and then I would record it. So I would go and do so I'll hit mix down mastering. So now I'm going to mix down. I'm trying to keep this so as clear as possible. It's just not working. Yeah, that's the best I can get to be clear. So now I'm on mix down mastering. I would then record that song. So record that. So just like. So what that'll do, let's trim that down a bit. So what that'll do is it'll record that section. Then you have to go master. So then you go through your mastering steps. So we'll do that, and then I'll get back to the next step after that. So we'll let this finish and then get back to that. Okay, so I have now recorded the first one. I have gone into the file system. I have copied it to my computer. It had the name of it had concert 0217 on it because that's what it is. And so what I would do now is I would then go, so my out is mark 2, so now I switch that to my in, so that is now my in. So as you can see, I don't know how well you can see it. Yeah, this does not come any clear. So, a little bit more in there. There, now see if we can get it clear. It's very difficult to get clear, but as you can see, it's the same digits. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. Now you can see it's the same digits. So then I would move to mark 3 here, which is the beginning of the next song. Okay, but I want that. So now in the case of most people, you'd have mark 1, mark 2. That'd be this is the beginning, this is the end. So then this is the beginning of the next song, which is mark 2 to mark 3. Now in this case, I don't have that because I have like people clapping on that in there. So then I move to mark 4. So there's mark 4, and I set that as my out. And then I would do the same thing. So I'd master that, and I'd do a mix down, and I would record the mix down. So as you can see, there's a lot of noise in between there. And then it will start when it hits mark 3. There you go. Turn that out a bit. So then I'm going to let that record, and then we'll look at the next part. Okay, so I have done the second half here. I do not normalize it. I leave it as it is because if I normalize it, there's a chance it would mess up the volume levels on the two sides. So I just compress it. I just do the usual mastering that I do. So we'll go back. Sorry. And let's see. So I'm going to copy it to the other one. So you're not really going to get to see this because I don't have this set up. There we go. Oh, it switched on me. Alright, so let's go in Audacity here. So, file. So first we grab the first file. That's not the first file. That's another video I'm working on. Blending audio. So here's part one. So play a bit of it. So now I've ended it here. I don't know how you can add to the end of it. So, but what I'm trying to show you is how this would work. So now I got part two. And then we have the second song. I hate when it does it. So now I want to move this song to match this song. So let's figure out where this one ends. So 2:56, 2:00 seconds. So 2 minutes, 56 seconds, 22. And let's generate silence for 2 minutes. What did I say? 56. So I'll just do these 2 minutes, 56. So as you can see now, it's going into the second song. It's going into the second song here. Now then, what you can do from here is you blend these together. I don't know how to do that with Audacity, but you blend them together, and you can then have them as one song, or like you can have two separate songs. As you can see now, if you put them on a CD or something, they will play into the next one because they're set to do that. That's all I'm trying to show here. So that's one way of doing this. And now I will show you the other way. Now the other way to do this is to go to your first song. Okay, so that's my first song. So we set the mark set in, and then we will go to the end of the second song. So now now I'm recording all of it, and then we do our recording from there, and I'll do that now. Oops, no tracks aren't rolled. That's because I haven't. So put it in mix down mastering and record. Alright, now in this one I put both songs together. So I just mixed them both, I compressed them both. This is actually the best way that I would consider doing it. Now what I would do is I want it to go from here, I want to record, I want to cut up to there. So now 2 minutes, 58, 3:21. Best thing is, which I didn't do the last time, which I should have, I was kind of interrupted, is write down that number for the end. So 2:58 and then 3:21. Okay, so I just wrote that down. So now in this case I would say I got this song, so I'm going to play it. Alright, so there's my second song. I go file, and I'm going to export selected audio. I don't know where it's going to throw me here. I was throwing me in that, which is something probably nobody will ever see because it's not part of it. Let's see. So I got my audio, so then I can say this is both songs. This is both songs wave. I'm just going to change it to say song 1, and then save. I'm going to leave that. I don't really care right now. Just change this part here. Song 1. We all know it's the song from whatchamacallit. So now we move the start. So let's see. So how do we move the start? So now we move the start over top. Let's see. I hate this. There's some things that I really dislike about Audacity. So let's see. So now the position is supposed to be 58. So 5, 8, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now I'm at the end there. So then we just go and say, okay, I want all of that. And now we export. So file. Let's see. So no, see, it's not right. 5, 8, 3, 2, 1. So there. All right. So now start and end selection. So there we go. Now then file. So export, and then export selected audio, and then this one's going to be song 2. Save. And just for fun, put 2 here, and back 2. And there we go. And now I have made 2 separate files out of one big one, and I did 2 different ways. So on the Tascam, you can do it where you use the markers, you say in, out, and then you do your stuff, copy it, and then move the in and out to the next part, cut it out, copy it. That way you're only getting a section of the song. Dealing with a lot of animals today. And then secondly, and then the other way is to simply just copy it all, which is where I would do it, and then mix it all, and then do your mixing and all that stuff on the whole thing, and then mix down that, and then do all your normalization. That way the normalization will match all the way through. Like you're not suddenly gonna, if you do it the other way, you might end up where you're playing, where it's going into the next song, and suddenly it gets louder because the normalization is completely different, and you don't want that. So that's I would do it the second way, where you would more or less cut it. You do the cutting after you've already done your mix down and everything else. So that's the video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye.
The freedom fighters will live on. Pass it down to your own son, or else those days will be gone. Some of freedom fighters will live on. Some of freedom fighters coming out of the walls. Thousands of them, no escape at all.